Hello, everyone. Yes, that is right. I am indeed, of course, the one, the only. None other than you. Second here, guys. Ugh. The phone's gone crazy. Give me 1 second. Got all haywire. But UK finest Ricky J, bringing you the hottest intakes, bold predictions, and straight up banners from across the pond. Welcome to where the bell never stops ringing. Come on, Jesus. This is slow. Sorry, guys. Welcome to the People's Wrestling Podcast. Of course, let me go ahead and do that. So do make sure to like, share, subscribe. Get me to the next milestone. I'm still on the hunt for a co-host for the podcast. If you want that to be you, let me know. Do go and check out REW Radio Extreme Wrestling Online eFake Company. Spots are open. You want in, you let me know, let Billy know. Speaking of Billy, go and check out his Protein Tees. You get a shirt on REW should you buy a shirt. And the money for the cancer t-shirt goes to cancer charity. Also, go and check out our RW Reality of Wrestling Booker T's company, where Billy's a trainee wrestler and referee. So go and grab yourself a ticket. You may see me in action or calling how it goes. Also, guys, check out in about 20 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer, Forbidden Podcast hosted by Nick and Carl. Nick was a host on, me. Nick was a guest on here. I was a guest on his. Possibly be, getting back on here, and I'll be on his later down the line at some point, maybe. But yeah, go and check that out. Let's kick this into gear and get on with this, with the first segment, which of course is what's cooking at the table. So what have I been up to since last week? Well, me really more the same. Heading to the gym, keeping fit. Going to my craft class and seeing as there is something happening in a couple of tomorrow night. I did make this for Saturday night's main event. So did make one of those. Been going to my games club, going to main shed. Did actually learn this week how to learn to use an electric sander. And I really do feel like I'm contributing more to main shed. Also did go 2 days, Tuesday and today, Crown Green Bowling, and I'm actually being recruited onto the team, so I've joined the team. Something I wanted to do, so I'm glad that it's happening. I'm glad that's going to be going down next Wednesday. But guys, you let me know what you've been up to and what you've got coming up. We're going to segment number 2 here, which of course is all about the glitz, the glamour, the red carpet, the move that the actors, male and female actors, and it could only be movie talk. So what movies have I been watching since last week? Well, 3 of them in fact, and 1 of them I actually went to the cinema to see. And that, of course, was Give me 1 second here, guys. 1 second. Anytime now. It's been very, very slow. So the Moana live action remake, I thought it was okay. I do get, why it's getting bad reviews and why it didn't make much money. I don't really see the point of a live action a year and a half ago. This was good. I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it an A. The second movie I've watched is Minions and Monsters. This was just okay. I do think it made really too many of these. I'm going to give this a rating of C plus, and the third and final movie is wants to show it anytime now will be good. Well, I don't know if it's showing on your end, but it's certainly not on mine. Oh, this is so frustrating. Sorry about this, guys. Do bear with phone running slow. Do bear with StreamYard. There we are. Ugh. It did actually just show then. Running extremely slow. Sorry about this. Come on, Jesus Christ. Dead, Burn. This was actually okay. Again, we made way too many Evil Dead movies, but I'm going to give this an A. So, guys, do let me know what movies you've been watching and what you've got coming up. As we go to a quick commercial break here, any perfect weather to wear t-shirts, and there's only one t-shirt design you need to know about to get your Pinfall County on 3 shout-outs and induct to the People's Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame. Pinfall County on 3 shout-outs and induct to the People's Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame. And that is this, of course. Anytime now, guys. Sorry about this. This is running extremely slow today. Are you kidding me? Come on. Go out. Hello to you, Gregor. Sorry about this. I got difficulties here on StreamYard. We try and play that again. If it played already, my apologies. But I'm going to try and play it again. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry about this. And is it still playing? Ugh. So there we are, that finally played. But yeah, Protein Tees Gummans 1, Protein Tees Gummans 1. I'm sorry about any technical difficulties. We do go ahead and put this back up. And let me get into the next segment here. Once again, sorry for any technical difficulties I'm experiencing. StreamYard really isn't the best. For what I'm paying for it, it should be perfect, but it isn't. Anyway, it is a bit of a celebration time. And we do that here with... That is right. 1 second. 1 second. Wrestlers' birthdays. So it is the birthday today, or would have been. So it is the birthday today of Mike Knox and Mojo Rawley, and would have been the birthday of Daphne. But a big happy birthday to all three of those. As we now look at today's wrestling and today's wrestling scene, and those are coming through here. Give me 1 second. And hello to you, Scripps. How are you? Give me 1 second. We'll try and find this, because it is time for... One second. Bear with. Wrestling Roundup. Nothing to talk about with AEW. So let's get right into Monday Night Raw. Where Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman coming on out. Obafemi strutted out, beat up security. Io Sky knocked off Roxanne Perez. The Vision came out on the stick. Otis and Akira Tozawa came out. So we go through all of those quickly. So the Brock Lesnar Obafemi stuff, just hyping that. Don't really think that happened it properly. Teams are kind of trudging along to the match, but I get it. They're trying to make Obafemi feel like a threat. Io Sky picks up momentum, and I think this really got heat on Maxine Dupree. Or Otis and Akira Tozawa are loved, and I think this really did its job. Royce Keys was your winner by DQ against Jimmy Uso. Then L.A. Knight came on out. A match was made for SummerSlam. Chad Gable won a gauntlet match. Another match made for SummerSlam. Before this, Bayley came on out. Lara Valkyria did. A match made for Saturday night's main event, which we'll get to in the predictions shortly. And Roman Reigns came on out. Seth Rollins did. Contract signing. Brawl to win Monday Night Raw. So Royce Keys just seems to be just thrown in here and there. Okay, I don't really get it, but okay. The Bayley Lara Valkyria stuff. Interesting. Lara actually looked quite demented and quite crazy. So good job on that. Chad Gable winning a gauntlet match. Cool. And the Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins stuff. Obviously just hypes up that, and we give Raw a half thumbs up. Getting on to NXT, where Vanity Project retained the NXT Tag Team titles. Tristan Angel made his way out. Charlotte Hill on the Tron. Nakamura knocked off Tate Wilder. Zarya is still your Women's North American Champion. Jackson Drake beat Tavion Heights, and Lola Vice stood tall at the end. So, Vanity Project, good tag team. We also had Lillian Garcia as your ring announcer, so that was very cool. But Vanity Project are a good tag team. Thought Legacy and Doran Van Duke, their opponents, were going to we're going to win here, and that's how it should be. The Tristan Angel, Charlotte Hill stuff is interesting. Nakamura just feels like, for me, just another guy on the roster. Feels nothing special about him whatsoever. Zarya is being made to look like a dominating champion. She beat Lizzie Rain, Izzy Dame, and Nikita Lyons. Jackson Drake defeating Tavion Heights. Cool. And Lola Vice now is your number one contender after surviving Lani Jordan and Callie Armstrong in a triple threat match. Cool. I also give NXT a half thumbs up. Getting on to Evolve, that saw Max Abrams on the winning side against Chaz Starboy Hall. Lily Diggs went over Veronica Haven, and we've got a new men's Evolve champion in Harlem Lewis. So Max Abrams winning continues to make the Mob squad look strong. Layla Diggs picking up a win, cool. And surprising, I thought Aaron Rowe was going to hold on to the men's Evolve championship, but he's now getting called up to NXT. So surprising result, but I do give it a half thumbs up. We have got some predictions to do here, so let's get on to that, shall we? With 1 second. With, if I can find it, here we go. That didn't play on my end, so I'm going to try and play that again. So I'm sorry that I'm repeating this. More technical difficulties. 1 second. Here we are. So, of course, it is tomorrow night. I'm going to keep this up as I'm predicting. If it chooses to show. Saturday night's main event. So we've got Dan Housen versus JD McDonough. I think Danhausen will win here. Bayley takes on Lara Valkyria. Does a win over Bayley really mean anything in 2026 anymore? Probably not, but I'll say that Lara Valkyria gets the upper hand. For the women's tag team titles, it is Fatal Influence challenging Paige and Brie Bella. I think Fatal Influence should win to make them feel other than just another tag team. But I think that Paige and Brie do retain. And Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, battle Gunther and Sami Zayn. It should be Gunther and Sami Zayn, but it is going to be CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Sorry about that. Got stumped for a second there. But let's go into our final segment here, but not before I play this, and hopefully this does play. Right, like, share, subscribe, do go and check out REW, Ray Dog Extreme Wrestling Online eFed Company. Spots are open, you want in, you let me know, let Billy know. Speaking of Billy, go and check out his Protein Tees. You get a shout out on REW should you buy a shirt and money for cancer t-shirt, goes with cancer charity. And go and check out our OW, grab yourself a ticket. Billy's a trainee wrestler and referee, so you can even see me in action or deciding how the action goes. But let's get into the final segment here with my outs and abouts, where I've been, and that is with this. That is right. Wrestling Days Out. And I'm going to keep this up as I'm talking about this. Now, my vlog is out for this, so go and check it out. But again, this is just more thoughts on said show. And the show was Infinite Promotions, Here Comes the Sun. So for a while, decent enough show, easy enough to get there and back, cheap enough drinks. Like I said, a decent show. I did pick up a Roman Reigns figure. For £5. But the show itself, yeah, it was decent enough. I'm glad I went. And I'm going to give it a rating of half thumbs up. So that is me done for this week. Do check out my SmackDown preview. It's probably going to be now later on. Of course, my SmackDown watch along tonight. So again, SmackDown preview and SmackDown watch along. But like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. And always remember, It is Ricky J bringing everybody's bite to the fight.